One of the things that I'm known for is my street portraits. Now they're all lit using just natural light. The last video I did, I actually went into how I always know where the light is and how I know how to light my portraits. But sometimes there's a background that I really want and I can't use that background for a street portrait because the light isn't there. And I've been wanting a solution for this for quite some time. And I think I might have found it. My name's Paul Reed. Welcome to the channel. There's a number of options out there for anyone that wants to light portraits outdoors. One of those would be just using a little flash gun off camera. Now, that isn't the best solution for me because I like to see how the light is falling on the subject, how bright it is, everything about that light source. And with a flash gun, you don't get that live. You'd have to check it and see how it was falling on the subject. So that isn't the solution for me. Of course, that's a very lightweight solution, but it's not something that I really want to start fiddling about with whenever I've just got a connection with the subject. Another option would be to bring some form of studio lighting out with you, with a stand and, you know, an LED head and a modifier and all of that sort of stuff. For me, that's not a solution that I'm on board with because then I'm carrying a lot more bulk around with me. I don't want to have to really kind of set things up too much whenever I'm doing a portrait of somebody. That's okay for a portrait where, you know, you've preconceived an idea and you've got somebody that's going to be posing for it, you know where you're doing it. But for me, this solution needs to be something that I'm just carrying in a bag that's really small and something that is going to be used in emergencies when there's a particular background that I want, but the light isn't quite falling there. I think I might have found the solution, so I thought I would test it out on my other half, Khadija.
What's this?
So this
right,
is...
so we've got this.
So this light, yeah, that's right,
No
it's
way
a light.
this is a light, is
That's
it?
a light. Right.
How is this a light?
And by the way, I'm not getting paid anything to be promoting this light. This is just me trying something today. And I'm so lucky that I've got you, Khadija,
Hey!
to test this on because I'm just wanting to know if this is going to be something that...
Right, so we've got a little cloth in here.
I know, we don't need
We've
the
got
cloth.
that. No, but you can tell me
Oh,
what
right,
to do
okay.
here because
So,
I don't know.
right, okay, so all you need to do, right, is pump it up.
Wow.
Right, so
Right.
it's an LED, that's not the pump bit. The pump bit is, let's have a look. Where is the pump bit?
Oh, there. Right, okay.
Right, so this is, so you can show
So
how
is it
you
just
pump
like
it up.
that?
So you put it in and then just start pumping.
Oh, this is well cool. When did this arrive? Wait, no, Paul,
She never knows what's coming.
You can maybe do this bit. I
All
don't
right
know.
then,
Does
well,
it
I'll tell you what.
require any amount of strength?
No,
Oh,
not
it
at all.
actually doesn't. Wow. Okay, so
So we're pumping it up.
I can see this.
Is it
this is-
taking shape?
Yeah, this is just going to take like a minute, isn't it?
Yeah. So the idea is that you could maybe kind of carry this in your bag and then, you know, just to light portraits, you know, I'm always going on about like catch lights in the eyes. Well, I'm hoping that this could maybe just let me choose any background that I want rather than just thinking of the light.
Is that it now, Paul?
Well, when you feel it's kind of
Yeah,
solid.
yeah.
So then you just pop it out and then pop
Right,
the
okay.
little cap on top.
Right. Oh, that's really good. And that just totally doesn't let the air out either.
You know, like these LED lights, the circular ones, and I've got one, and every time I point it at somebody, all they're seeing is circles for like the next hour. Do you know the ones I mean? Like, so they're so bright, and I'm hoping that this...
We'll be seeing lines instead.
Well, no, hopefully not. So hopefully that this is like, this is the solution. So that definitely lights the eyes and it's not too harsh or anything. That's lovely. Fantastic. Lovely. And then what about kind of even just here, kind of like from up above like that? That's it, that's lovely. So I think this could be a winner, you know. And again, fantastic. So the thing with LED lighting is you can see, rather than flash, you can never see what it's actually doing. There, maybe there. Fantastic, yeah. Yeah, so I'm actually kind of pleased with this, but I'll only know once I see the results. And you know, well, you'll probably have already seen the results as we went on anyway. But so I hope you like this little kind of this master get a video.
A professional set.
Two people who have just bought an Osmo and have no idea how to use it. But yeah, I hope I'm going to bring this because I think, you know, because it's light and you can fit it in a bag, I think it'll come in handy to light portraits. I hate having like loads of bulk and stuff, you know.
Well,
like,
that's it.
and I don't want to start putting like, you know, like umbrellas and big soft boxes and things over a light, because it just kind of takes away from the subject. But you can see. Let's go closer. Let's just see how.
Okay, we're in darkness.
Right. Are we in darkness?
Yeah, we're in darkness.
But then, like, look at this.
Wow.
I'm really happy with those results. I think they look pretty natural. The one thing that you'd have to watch out for is remember that the catch lights in a person's eyes will always be a reflection of the light source. And that light source is this long, thin thing. So just make sure that if you're using one of these, that you don't put that light source right in the middle of the eyes, because then there'll be two like thin strips and that could resemble cat's eyes. So as long as you're careful, I'm sure this could be a really good solution for you. But I'm going to really have a good go with this light when I'm out on the streets and just see what happens. See if I can light someone anywhere, because that really would be an obstacle to overcome. I'm even going to bring it on the next workshops that I do, because although I like to show everybody how to light subjects, I like with natural light, but it would be good to kind of show people how to light them with artificial light as well. I'm going to put a list of all of my workshops on at the end of this video. I'm doing them in Paris, New York, London, and they are filling up fast, so get in there quick if you want to go on one of my workshops. I realise that I'm really lucky to always have somebody on hand to test new gear out on. It's so good to be able to practice and practice and practice with somebody that's enthusiastic about it, so that whenever I go out on the streets, I know exactly what I'm doing with that gear. One of the other things that I did was I shot some photos of Khadija with the 5D Mark II. This is an old camera that I still love today, and I shot these photos for Khadija's socials. Still a good camera, just goes to show that we can still produce good portraits even with old gear like that. I used a 50mm 1.8 lens, which that's a really cheap lens, and don't forget that 5D Mark II, that is like 21 years old, so we've got no excuses really, have we? Don't forget, if you haven't got your Monochrome Madness Handbook, there's still some available. This is everything that you need to know about portraits, and also there's plenty on street photography and also conceptual work as well in there. I'm going to put those workshop dates and locations on right now, and I'd love to see some of you there. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.